Welcome to Hays Post News. I'm Becky Kaiser. There are 2 vacant positions within the Hays Convention and Visitors Bureau after 2 longtime employees left their jobs earlier this year. CVB Director Jana Jordan retired in September after 26 years with the city. Sales Marketing Director Ruben Schuchman left his position at the end of July after 15 years. Although both job openings were advertised at the time, no one's been hired to fill them. Assistant City Manager Paul Brasino says the searches are actually on hold.
Yeah, the sales marketing position we still have open as well. Our intent is once we have a CVB director in place that it'll be up to that individual to fill that position. In the meantime, we do have staff still at CVB. Janet, Bobby, and Tina doing a wonderful job. They're picking up a lot of pieces at the same time. There are a lot of opportunities that we are missing with those positions that are currently open. I'm trying to fill the void as much as possible, but on a very limited basis. We're hoping that right now, with it being somewhat slow, that'll help us out. But we know right after the first year, things are going to pick up, and it's going to be a lot more work. So hopefully we can find someone shortly.
The unemployment rate in Ellis County edging up just slightly in November to 2.1%. That's up 0.1% from October figures. According to the Kansas Department of Labor, the state's unemployment rate was down 0.1% at 4.3%. A year ago, 5% of Kansans were unemployed. The city of Hays will change its bidding process for the reconstruction of the wastewater treatment plant. Currently, the city goes through a design, bid, build process for which 3 to 4 different firms are contracted, and that can lead to, and has led to, finger pointing when something goes wrong on a project, says Assistant City Manager Paul Brasino. The new design build owner's representative process will be used for the $28 million wastewater treatment plant. A costly project, Brasino says, must be done correctly the first time.
Whenever cities are looking at larger projects, they look at efficiencies. I do know that Dodge City just completed a wastewater treatment plant upgrade, and they use design build process. Liberty, Missouri is one that has one underway right now as we speak. They use a design build process. Not everyone is replacing their wastewater systems, but those that do, it seems like the majority of them are using this type of process. It is a fairly new process when it comes to construction practices. And by fairly new, I mean 15 to 20 years old, and that's new for the industry. But it is fairly efficient. There is a number of processes that can be used with the design build process. So it can be fairly complex, specifically when you're talking about a wastewater treatment plant. There's a lot of technicalities that I or our staff do not hold to oversee this type of project. Therefore, we are requesting an owner representative to help guide us through this process and ensure that the city's interest is protected.
The new design build process will begin with a request for qualifications for an owner representative who will be hired to help choose the contractors and oversee the project. The revamped wastewater treatment plant must be open by 2018 in order to comply with stricter standards issued by the Kansas Department of Health and Environment. A California man indicted Thursday on a federal charge of transporting about 26 pounds of methamphetamine in Russell County. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the 29-year-old man was stopped by the Kansas Highway Patrol Tuesday on I-70 in Russell County. Using a drug detecting dog, investigators report finding 26 pounds of meth hidden in a spare tire in his vehicle. School superintendents from Hays, Ellis, and Victoria met with 111th District Representative Sue Boulder Thursday for an informal conversation about possible cuts to education funding. The state legislature convenes January 12th in Topeka. Hays USD 489 Superintendent Dean Katz says the Ellis County schools are concerned. They've been hearing the state is leaning towards cutting non-classroom funds, and they want to know what that might mean.
Most of the legislators, I take it, don't really know what that means, so we stipulated what our thoughts were and where things that would be acceptable, things that aren't. If they're looking at state aid, obviously here in Ellis County, none of the school districts are a very high state aid. You hate to throw others under the bus, but if they looked at something like that, it probably wouldn't hurt us as much as some other districts. But I feel good that she understands where we're coming from, and feel confident that she'll give any or all of us a call when need be, and there's just a good way to kind of get the year started.
Some Hays School Board members and other administrators also attended the meeting. Kat says they plan to regularly meet for the casual conversations with Boldra. And good news for Hays High School, the yearbook has earned the top All Kansas Award from the Kansas Scholastic Press Association. The 10 student editors and staff of the 2013-14 Indian Call recently were recognized for their collective effort. Advisor Bill Gasper says the Hayes High Yearbook won for its theme, coverage, writing, and design. Photography earned an award of commendation.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Lowe at Lifetime Dental Care in Hayes. Why pay more for slow braces when you can save money with fast braces? Fast braces can straighten all of your teeth in as little as 3 months to a year and are safe for children and adults. You can only find fast braces in western Kansas at Lifetime Dental Care in Hayes. I am so confident with this revolutionary braces technology that I even put them on my son Hayden.
It's amazing how fast my teeth have adjusted, and it's a lot more comfortable than I thought it was going to be.
So call now to schedule a free consultation and see if fast braces is right for you.
But my brother kind of helped me out, because he kept on telling me to get hearing aids, and I told him I had my ears checked, and they told me that I'm all right, but that he wasn't talking loud enough, which isn't really what it was. Well, really, I've talked to several people that have come out here. The ones that I talked to were very satisfied.
Improve your quality of life today. Call Hearing Solutions. Flowers by Francis, with the look and feel of Christmas, with beautiful trees adorned with eye-catching ornaments. Snowy Christmas. Champagne Frost. I'll Be Home for Christmas and Winter Days. Gorgeous holiday decor. Fontanini collectible figurines, candles, and a nice selection of centerpieces. Wreaths individually designed with your style in mind. Visit Flowers by Francis in Hayes.
This is a news update from the Salina Post. The following is a news release from Salina Regional Health Center. This hospital is filing a suit against the city of Salina. Salina Regional Health Center filed a lawsuit against the city of Salina Wednesday morning, seeking an order overturning action by the Salina City Commission that prevents raising the former St. John's Hospital. The Salina City Commission has denied Salina Regional its basic property rights under law. Salina Regional hoped to avoid the legal expense of action because it takes money away from patient care, but Commissioner's actions leave the hospital no other choice. Also, according to the news release, Salina Regional has been trying since 2002 to find an alternate use for the site to avoid demolition. The oldest portion was constructed back in 1914, with various additions over the next 83 years. The facility has been vacant since 2011. Since 2002, a number of companies have explored redevelopment of the site, including firms that specialize in rehabilitating older buildings, applying for heritage incentives and tax credits, and seeking tax incremental financing and other funding tools available to the city, through the city, state, and federal government. None of the developers could find an economically viable use for the site, even when the property was given to them for free. The former hospital is not on any state or national register of historic places, but in 1997 it was designated by the city of Salina as part of a local heritage conservation district due to a claimed historical significance. That designation requires a certificate of appropriateness in order to remove the building. Salina Regional Health Center applied for that certificate from the city in December of 2013. The Salina Heritage Commission unanimously voted to have the site be allowed to be cleared. A single citizen appealed that decision to the City Commission. Subsequently, the City Commission overturned the Heritage Commission ruling. The City Commission is required to decide on such an appeal within 30 days, but delayed acting for almost a year. Ultimately, City Commissioners overturned the decision of the Heritage Commission have refused to allow Salina Regional Health Center to clear the site. Plunging crude oil prices are hitting oil producers especially hard here in Kansas. That is because the oil industry in the state is dominated by small independent operators who depend heavily on the cash flow from producing wells to pay to drill new wells. The Kansas Independent Oil and Gas Association says the low prices are causing many companies to reevaluate their drilling plans. Analysts say the growth of new drilling across the country will slow as drillers avoid rock that is either not well understood or known to be unproductive. At high oil prices, that drilling can be profitable, but at low oil prices, the drilling is either too risky or unprofitable. That is particularly true in Kansas, where the majority of the oil wells are low producers. The largest electric company in Kansas says it's no longer charging a $2.95 fee to customers who use credit or debit cards to pay their monthly bills. Topeka-based Westar Energy announcing Thursday it has abolished that charge. Westar's Vice President Jeff Beasley said the utility has a team focusing on finding ways to make it easier for consumers to do business with the company. The company noted that earlier this year it made website friendly to mobile devices and introduced text and email updates to customers who wanted to know about power outages. Westar supplies electricity to nearly 700,000 customers in Kansas. This has been a news update from the Salina Post.
We are ready for the holidays at Mamzell's. Looking for stocking stuffers? Only at Mamzell's. T-shirt sachets that hang in your closet. Lollia Fragrances, one of Oprah's favorite things. Handmade bourbon and bow tie bracelets. Plus, Brighton Art and Soul bangles and magnetic notepads. Have a fashionable Christmas from all of us at Mamzell's.
Gibson's Health Mart Pharmacy in Waukene, a pharmacy plus a whole lot more. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies dedicated to you, the customer. Stop into Gibson's and enjoy a friendly smile and a helping hand. Whether you need photos, home health, beauty aids, cosmetics, count on Gibson's. When it comes to pharmacy, there is no better choice. Gibson's Health Mart pharmacists take the time to get to know you, explain your medications, and answer questions you may have. Gibson's Health Mart in downtown Waukene. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
He's making his list and checking it twice. And he's found a bundle of goodies from Eagle that's very, very nice. Add Fusion and MyStream for TV on the wall and super fast internet to power it all. There'll be no crying and no reason to pout. Eagle TV and internet completes Santa's list, no doubt.
Call Eagle Communications at 877-61-EAGLE to get your Christmas list taken care of today.
Partly cloudy and cold. Overnight, our low 24 with a light wind out of the southwest. We'll have sunshine, a warm-up for the weekend, and it looks like we stay dry. 45 by lunchtime, 50 Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, 29 the low, and Sunday's high, 52. From the Eagle Stormwatch Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dan Holliday.
And that's Hayes Post News. I'm Becky Kaiser. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you again Monday.
The Eagle Community Television Oil and Gas Report, brought to you by WW Drilling of Waukene, with 6 rigs serving central and western Kansas. The Eagle Community Television Oil and Gas Report, brought to you by WW Drilling of Waukene, with 6 rigs serving central and western Kansas.